I am so over ginger. Like, I know it's good for me and it's gonna help my nausea, but like I'm like, it's like ginger tea, ginger candies, ginger pop. Can't even stand the smell of it. So I'm hoping hiding it in a smoothie will be better.
I think morning sickness is a misconception because many women will have nausea, which is what we classify as morning sickness. You're nauseated in the morning when you wake up. But truth be told, many women have nausea either all throughout the day or only every day at 4 p.m. or only every evening when they go to sleep. So by and large, we say to patients, morning sickness tends to happen in the morning and tends to go away by 10 to 12 weeks. And that is mostly true. So first of all, we don't know what causes it. We used to say, and many of us still say, that the pregnancy hormone, the HCG hormone, when it increases, it can stimulate nausea. And we've said this because of things like when people have twins, which means twice as much pregnancy hormone, then they have more nausea. But now some researchers recently found out that it could be actually a protein secreted by the placenta. So the good news is if they can find out, they might be able to target different medications. The bad news is they don't know yet.
Right. Is it harmful to the baby?
Largely no. I mean, many women, most women, will feel some aspect of nausea at some point in their pregnancy, and the nausea itself is not harmful. The harm comes when they're vomiting so much that they're dehydrated. Rarely women will have something called hyperemesis gravidarum, which is where they're incredibly nauseated, they're vomiting so much. So that is rare, but that can be dangerous because then women really can lack nutrition. And while the baby is really resilient and essentially like a parasite and will take all of mom's stores, if mom loses so much of her fat and then muscle mass, she won't have anything left for the baby, certainly, or for herself. So again, morning sickness, by and large, is very frustrating, very annoying for anyone who's had it, but not dangerous for the most part.
Is there any way to treat hyperemesis, like when it gets that bad, if it gets that bad?
Yes, I mean, when people really, truly have hyperemesis, they often are hospitalized for IV fluid, but that's the rare group. Nausea in pregnancy can be treated as well. I don't know if did you have any nausea early on in the
All day,
pregnancy? You
every
did.
single day.
And
Yes.
did you take anything?
No.
Because you didn't want to?
No, I just didn't. I thought it was just something that I had to like deal with.
Well, I mean, listen, I think the notion of like suffering through it, some people feel like they really don't want to take anything because they're worried that it's dangerous to take something. The easy things that you can try, which work for some women, waking up in the morning and before you even get out of bed, put something in your mouth that tends to be salty. So I tell patients saltines, crackers, bread in a Ziploc next to you. So first thing in the morning before you've brushed your teeth, that can sometimes quell a little bit.
Okay.
They've actually done great studies with one single medication that is a category A medication. A category A means prospectively studied in pregnancy. There's only one on earth, and it's called doxylamine. The brand name, if you go to the pharmacy, would actually be Unisom. Unisom, as doxylamine, was studied in Canada and really, really helps with nausea. Doxylamine with vitamin B6 and ginger. Those three together have really been studied and very much found to help. It's worth it.
Amazing. All right, ladies, let's get real about morning sickness.
Oh.
We have our first sound.
I feel like it's something that we can talk about, but until you experience it, you can't truly understand it. Like I remember calling my mother being like, why didn't you tell me that this is what this is like?
I felt so betrayed by everyone who's ever been pregnant before me.
It's not something you can tell somebody how to do until you go through it yourself.
Yeah.
It's also so individual too, because I definitely have a cousin who's like, oh yeah, I wasn't sick at all, and and I didn't really show, and I worked until the baby popped in 3rd trimester, and then it was done. I'm like, you weren't sick?
I was like on a sinking ship for a long time. It just felt like I was on rocky waters.
Yeah, I was that way too during the 1st trimester. I wasn't throwing up every single day, but very nauseated. And like morning sickness is really like morning, mid-afternoon, night.
I'm interested in like what does that do to you mentally? Like, I know for me, I was like, I literally felt like a crazy person. I felt anxiety all the time because I'm like, I could blow at any moment now. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm just like, I feel crazy.
Yeah, it made me feel crazy too. And it was really hard to focus at work. And at the time we were doing this huge project where like I really needed to focus. I just had to keep going to the bathroom, and can't say anything. And yeah, it makes you crazy.
And I felt like I was constantly saying, sorry that I'm sick. Like I was, because I was sick, and it's almost like, do you believe me that I'm sick 24 hours a day?
Yeah. You feel a little gaslit.
Yeah.
I totally felt that. I've never been so out of control in my body before too. I couldn't do my job at my fullest the way I could a couple weeks ago. And I would cry on my break, and there were just days that I wanted to say, like, I'm a hero for just showing up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not throwing up, I'm not having a mental breakdown, I'm not throwing things at customers.
I found it really hard to like put into words what I was feeling in a way that my husband actually understood what incredible of a feat I was doing just by like getting out of bed.
Yeah, I don't have to have such high expectations of myself right now. I can like, let's lower the bar a little bit, let's get through the day, let's try, you know, not to cry in public, whatever it is, or do cry in public, because sometimes that's great.